Yep.
Go ahead.
It's a tails. What would you like to do, Cam?
Full kick.
Which way do you want to run? All right, so we're kicking that way.
Yep.
All right, gents, couple of things. You know the story. You're the only two I'll talk to all day. Defensively, if you hear your number, there's a reason for it. And secondly, you know what I want in that ruck. Just make it clean, whether you're being played or you're playing it. Sound good?
Thanks,
Good luck.
mate.
Congratulations again, gents. Good luck.
mate. All
Thank you
best.
so much, Johnny. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
And a very good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along to this broadcast of the Group 19 2024 Grand Final. We're at Jim Payne Oval in beautiful and sunny Warialda today. Jim Payne Oval formerly was the Warialda Sports Ground, and the Sports Ground has hosted many, many Grand Finals and great matches and great teams over the years. Last October, it was decided that they'll rename the Oval in memory of, in honour, of Jim Payne, who led Warialda as captain coach to 5 successive premierships back in the 1960s. I know I'm talking a long time ago, but they never forget their legends here at Warialda. To come out, Sam Shiflin will join me in commentary. And Sam, in introducing you, you're heavily involved in the Glenelg under-18 side. They won the grand final just a few minutes ago over Warialda 44-22, so they maintained their unbeaten record this year. Wonderful effort. Warialda weren't without chance during the game, but I think class rose to the top, and congratulations to you and Coach Danny Armstrong.
Yeah, thanks, Case, and yeah, thanks for having me along. Yeah, pretty exciting. You know, the boys have gone back to back, and you know, out of that side, we've got a fair few of the boys coming through next year, which will really help us after not fielding a first grade side this year. But yeah, emotions are running high. You know, pretty happy with the boys, and yeah, it's been wonderful. So, yeah, President back in Glenelg, do a lot with Denny and the boys. Only a small committee, but no, for the boys to come out today and get the win, it's nice. Like you mentioned, but Warialda definitely gave it to them. At one stage there, I was biting my fingernails, so I might need a manicure for a little while. But yeah, definitely credit to the Warialda side. Every time we've played them, it's been a good, tough, physical game, and I think with the Warialda boys too, there was a couple of penalties there that they gave away, and they didn't give them away. They could have been really in the game. They sort of got a bit of momentum and then let us back in. But yeah, I guess at the moment, all eyes on the first grade, shortly, which is going to be an absolute bumper of a game. So I'm looking forward to it.
Seeing the Inverell Hawks led on by their captain, number 13 Cameron Malakovic, and George, their cheer squad leader, went out number 4 today. But anyway, here's the side. Number 1 Dion French, 2 William Gerard, Sam Perrin. Gee, they've got great support here, as did Glenn Juniors, and huge amount of Warialda people here supporting their side. 4 Austin Snyder, 5 Ethan Anderson, 6 Jovan Moore, 7 Caleb Patterson, number 8 Braden Malakovic, number 9 Ethan McCosker, 10 Asher White, Jaden French is 11, 18 Julian Schutz, 13 is the captain Cameron Malakovic, 14 Isaac Carroll, here comes the Wombats side, 15 Alex Hull, 16 Ray Craigie, 17 Tory Garrett, 12 James Alphonse, 19 Dion Kennedy, and 20 Jaden Garrett.
And Warialda's led out here as the crowd are ups by number 13 David McGrady, the captain. So coached by Sunboy Peckham, manager Reece Alex, and we've got number 1 Jeffrey Prince, 2 Bodine Reid, 3 Mal McGrady, 4 Gary Prince, 5 Steve Lemary, 6 Luke Berger, 7 Brendan McGrady, 25 Liam Close, 9 Ashley Jarrett, 10 Jade Gerard, 23 David Ennis Brown, 12 Josh Gerard, 13 David McGrady the captain, 14 John Armstrong, 15 Mick Hodges, 16 Noah Theophanu, 11 Josh Boyd, 17 Jeff Ennis Brown, 19 Ray O'Neill, and 21 Luke Ennis Brown. That's the Warialda side for this afternoon's clash.
And Reece Alexson is the manager, as you said, Sonny Boy Peckham the coach. The Inverell side coached by Ray Craigie, who retired last year and has made a comeback this year when needed, and manager is Alex McCosker. The referee this afternoon is Scott Swartz. Our touch judges Marcus Muggleton and Craig Raymond, and the in-goal touch judges Linjara West and Karis Smith. We had a good day earlier this afternoon. Before the juniors, we had the ladies league tag, won by the very good Tinker side. I think they've only lost 1 or 2 games in 3 years, and they took a while to get over the Narwanettes, but eventually did by 20 points to 8. And the ladies' plate was won by the Warialda side. So the favourites have got the money so far. Will that happen here? Unbeaten Warialda this year. They've defeated Inverell in round 1 from memory 62-6, similar score. And then in the second round, I did see the second round match at Inverell. It was even Stevens, Sam, for 20 minutes from the full-time bell. 22-20, Inverell dropped a bit of ball, the speedsters from the Wombats got hold of it, and it was all over Red Rover. I think Inverell took a bit of confidence out of that game, thinking, well, you know, we had them covered for most of the game, but you can't take it away from this Sunny Boy coach team. They're unbeaten, and they'll be hoping that this afternoon they'll maintain that. Now, just on centre field, we've got Les Cleal, legend here at Warialda, played in the 1973 Premiership winning team. I think he did a symbolic kick-off, and the toss this afternoon, John Berger. Now, John is the grandpa of Luke, who plays 5'8" for the Warialda side. He's got the white headgear on out there. And John played in the 59 Glen Innes Premiership team, Sam.
Yeah, so yeah, John's a bit of a Glen Innes legend, and out here today with Luke, who's also played for Glen Innes, and yeah, Luke's actually looking to win his first grade premiership. So I think he's been in 7 or 8, and unfortunately hasn't got the chocolates. But you know, I'm sure that Luke will be, you know, laying the platform for the Warialda boys today, and I know, yeah, he's definitely fired up, and he's playing some good footy. He's getting a bit longer in the tooth, but yeah, he's still going around, Luke. So all the best to him and the Warialda Wombats this afternoon.
He was a footballer turned horse trainer turned footballer again, so good on him. Just waiting now on the kick-off.
They're just waiting for the team sheet for Warialda.
Oh, okay, good. So Scott Swartz is our referee, as I said. Beautiful conditions here. Good crowd too, Sam.
Yeah, crowd sensational. We got here at just after halfway through the first game of the morning, about 10:30, and there was no more cars to enter the ground. So everyone in Warialda, you know, I think there's Warialda times 3 or 4 here this afternoon.
And Warialda defending the creek end, if I can use it that way. And these players this afternoon, they were playing pretty warm conditions, and Inverell, I reckon, through the forwards, they've got to hold the ball, and likewise before we came to where you said the Warialda backs can win it for them, Inverell their forwards.
Oh.
Now, referee's calling somebody out straight away.
Ray Craig pushing Luke Berger in the face there, so I think he's let the emotions take over pretty early this afternoon, second to third tackle of the game, but yeah, Scott, I think, is just going to have a bit of a chat with him and say, boys, calm down, you know, let's just leave this for later on, and you know, get into the game of footy, and it'll be a good clash. So
nothing like making your mark early, is it?
Oh, you know, you've got to get under their skin off, you know. Definitely, I know last year in Group 19, same thing happened down there, and John Roberts, I think it was, actually got under the skin of the Gyro boys, and yeah, definitely got an arm in the wind. So maybe Ray's been watching a few replays, and he thought he'll do the same today.
David McGrady takes the kick for touch, and Warialda go immediately inside the Inverell side half. Ashley Jarrett is the hooker for the other side this afternoon. The Warialda Wombats, major sponsor of the Warialda Golf and Bowling Club, as the Warialda forwards take it up towards the borderline. Inverell now forced to defend early doors, only a couple of minutes into the game. Luke Berger gets it, throws a dummy, goes himself. He scored a good try in the match against Inverell. Nobody jumped on it. And
find big Liam close.
So Jarrett takes the tap, gets it away to the halfback, and it goes on to the number 10, Jay Gerard, and he loses the ball, so Inverell comes up. That's not the start you want. Had great field position then for the Wombats, so Inverell breathed a sigh of relief. Both sides of Warialda obviously dominate as far as our spectator numbers here today, but Inverell's got a good contingent, so did Glen. I was amazed at the number of Glen supporters here for their very good junior side, so that's fantastic to see support all the teams throughout the year. As Ray Craigie goes into dummy half. That was the lock forward there, Cameron Molokovic, and now it comes out to the Inverell player Asher White, and he's right in the cricket wicket. The old days, the cricket wicket had sand in it there, and you and I would have bogged down pretty quickly, Sam, in there.
Oh.
Dion French. Now here's a break made by the Inverell player. He finds support, and beautiful. That was Jovan.
5 metres out.
Moore goes to dummy half. Big Inverell forward takes it forward in Braden Molokovic. And he's held just a couple of metres out. That's the danger, these young wispy fellas. They get through the gap. It comes out now to the halfback. He runs back infield, Caelan Patterson. He shrugs away from one, goes across field, finds support. He gives it to Dion French. He finds he set a Sam Perrin. It goes back. 6 to go. I think he's going to back. He made a rule 6 to go. I'm not sure. Yes, he does now. From Dion French.
Julian shoots.
Julian shoots. And he takes it down a couple of metres out. So Inverell Hawks, RSM Hawks on the attack. I thought he lost that, but he retains position. And now it comes out to Braden Malakovic again. He's held to the forward pack here, the Hawks. Inverell RSM Hawks, Kalen Patterson away to Jovan Moore. He's got a beautiful step. He steps straight into Berger. Berger misses him. Taken out forwards. Ashley Jarrett in there. Now the ball may have been lost, but it's a penalty to Inverell. What's he ruled?
This one, so gee, the Warialda are going to have to do some big goal line defence to kick this game off. But like you mentioned, you know, a couple of younger blokes from Inverell, definitely a little bit wispy, and looking to try and run these boys around by the looks.
Malakovic takes it forward again, only about 5 metres. Early pressure here from the Inverell RSM Hawks. They've got nothing to lose today. Goes away to Braden Malakovic, but the Warialda defence, I think he's over.
Braden is absolutely barged over. He's carried two of them, the old hit and spin, and he's barged over to give Inverell the early lead.
The referees rule time off 30 points for the year, make it 132, and Inverell RSM.
You know, Warialda's definitely a classy side, and yeah, they were behind 10-0 in the major and ended up coming back to win pretty well. So yeah, Asher White's just taken the carry there off the back fence for Inverell.
Yeah, you mentioned the Inverell's path here. I think they had to win their last 3 comp games. Then they had Tinga beat Boomerangs. Well, it all happened for them. Then they went to Bingra, beat Bingra down there, and went to Armidale and beat Armidale up there. So they probably must be still pinching themselves that they're here today, but they've earned their right. And just as Warialda, of course, has been the premier side all year. Now, Inverell allowed to run with this ball. They've been allowed to get a ball out in tackles, but now it's been thrown loose. And Warialda will have the ball eventually. Luke Berger just coming to grips there with Jovan Moore, and the referee has called time off. I've got to say, just like, you know, they separated themselves. We don't want to stop-start game. They just had a bit of push and shove. How you going? But the referees called them out. He'll call both captains out and tell the boys not to be silly and not to be naughty.
Settle it down.
There was nothing in it. Absolutely
nothing. You know, I played a bit of footy with Luke Berger, and Luke probably just had a few words to Jovan and said, mate, you need to catch the ball, not drop it, or you know. And Jovan's retaliated, and you know, Luke's really good at that little bit of niggle stuff, and you know, I guess it's why he's got a pretty good run sheet himself, Luke. He does. So
yeah, we want to settle it down.
Yeah, I just hope, you know, like you mentioned too, we just hope, you know, let's let the boys play footy. You know, hopefully we're not going to get the P blown out of the whistle this afternoon, and we can just sort of get on with it and see a good game of footy.
Well, he's told David McGrady and Cameron Malakovic, both captains, I don't want any more of that, and they nodded and said, yes sir, 3 bags full sir. So Warialda take the ball up towards the quarter line. They're probably 30 metres away now. Comes out to big number 25 for the Warialda side, and he take also 23, might have been David Ennis-Brown.
It's 25, Liam Close. So, the referee's picked up something that I've missed there.
He's lost the ball. Simple as that. Not the kind of start that Sonny Boy Peckham would be happy with. They're a dangerous side when they're allowed to roll, but this has been a stop-start affair as far as the Wombats are concerned.
They just really hurt themselves, and you know, like a little bit slow starting. And in saying that, you know, you can train well all week, which I've heard from a couple around the grapevine that Warialda have. Definitely makes it hard, but you know, you've had a really good physical game against Armidale last round. Then they came back here for the major and they beat Armidale again in a very physical game. And then, you know, you come back here today with a week of no football, you know, and sometimes you just want to play that consistent footy, Greg.
You do. Good to see. Has he ruled this knock? No, he's ruled lost.
Gee, I thought there was a hand in there from up here. I'm not sure about what you saw, but
I reckon you've got to hold the ball, simple as that, you know. Good to see Noel Cleal here today too, a legend of Warialda. I was talking to Noel because he played for Australia, played for Manly, played for New South Wales. I said, how many A-grade games did you play? He said 1, which surprised me. He was a junior. He was 15 years old in 73. Les played that game, not Noel. And so, you know, he's here today, and a couple of the former Fijian players who were very good players with Warialda in the 80s, Massey and Nico, they're here as well, and no doubt a lot of old boys have come back from both sides, both clubs, to watch their respective clubs go around here this afternoon. Now, Warialda on the attack. Jarrett, lost ball again by the front row there of Jay Gerard, and they just can't hold the ball at the moment, the Wombats. Sonny Boy Peckham, I don't know if he's got much hair, but he won't have much if this keeps going on. He'll be scratching and wondering what's going on. Inverell must really value this ball, and they've done so pretty well so far. 31 minutes left in the first half, and it's 6 points to nil as it comes away now to, I think that's Sam Perrin, is it? Or might be
Ethan Anderson.
Yeah, he comes away to the halfback. He goes from dummy half. Good run too, and he runs into a couple of men twice his size, and down goes Kalen Patterson. He and Jovan Moore key today. Jovan puts it high into the air. He had no idea where that was. It's picked up by the far side winger, I think. Is that Steve Lemillier? I think it is. I think, or should I, William Gerard, I think. Sorry, just a look wrong. He kicked the earlier one, and by golly, this will shake Warialda, you would think, out of their lethargy. But I feel sorry for Bodine Reid on that occasion. He had a million to one about catching. It seemed to be swirling, and he was running backwards trying to look over his left shoulder. And just lucky bounce for William Gerard, Will Gerard, and he raced away and scored. Just one of those nightmare situations. Now, Dion French with those striking green boots, he hits it as it's got the legs, it's going to swing wide, no goal. So the score remains with 29 minutes left on the clock as our camera shows. Inverell RSM Hawks 10 lead the Warialda Wombats 0. And, well, it's a dream start. Yesterday, Ray Hartwell, we can't give them a lead and expect to run them down. We've got to treasure that ball. And so far, the script has gone to plan.
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, and with that too, with that kick up, you know, watching the replay that Inverell put up, you know, Paul Bodine Reid looking around, and you know, the suns are starting to go down now, you know, this afternoon, and I'm sure that, you know, it was glaring straight back in his eyes as well. So I dare say we'll see a couple of McGrady magic kicks go up a bit later on for the Warialda side. Very similar circumstances.
Warialda forced to defend here now, and they're going to have to really pick up their act for the side. Jay Gerard, good tackle there. Now it comes back. Hawk still with it just outside their own quarter line. The hook goes into dummy half Ethan McCosker, and a lot of steppers around the ruck here will cause Warialda big forwards a problem, and he almost got that ball away, but great coming across on that occasion from Brandon McGrady. Brought the Inverell Hawks player down. Now the ball's kicked. Jeffrey Prince going back for it. They tell me it's the fastest thing around. He won the Mungandai gift recently. He was out there for race day, and they had a 100-metre race, Sam, and they never saw which way he went. He's very quick, and have a look at this as he goes back infield. Too many defenders there for him.
Very, very elusive, and you know, for Warialda, if you're looking for someone to break it open, you know, you got McGrady names there, but I think, you know, Jeffrey Prince at fullback, you know, if you give him an inch, he'll absolutely make you look silly today, and I'm sure he's fired up for a big one.
Reid plays it, gets it away now to Brandon McGrady. He takes them on, just trying to settle. Both sides have made just a couple of changes. And what's happened here?
Touch and go. I think there was a bit of a leg pull there by Asher White. Just, you know, trying to control the ruck and keep the balls. I'm sure with, you know, Warialda at the moment, they're just looking to complete the set. And
I don't think Mel McGrady and Gary Prince have touched the ball yet. It just hasn't got out that far. Anyway, touch has been found, and they're on the attack now. As it comes away now to Liam Close, and he takes the ball up. Just about the second time they've only been down here during the match. Brady gets out. Here's a good move by Prince. He's quick. He's taken it around, only 5 metres away by the Inverell defence. There was danger signs there. Then it goes away to Brandon McGrady. And I think has he scored?
Yeah, I think Brandon's just barged over there.
Try's been awarded. And I must compliment the Warialda Club on the social media they did during the week. And I know so Luke Berger and a few of the boys and some of the committee behind that. Gee, they did a great job promoting today. You know, they put everything, bit of information up on social media you'd want to know. Player profiles. They had a big night here on Friday night with the Calcutta. So full marks to the club. And a good crowd here have turned up to watch at Jim Payne Oval. Now, this is Mel McGrady, is it? Yeah. About to take the conversion. He's on the 10-metre line. And he's just inside the quarter. He hits it. It's going to swing across the face of the goal line. No goal there scored. So scoreline shows us the time ticking down. But we're in for a pretty good match here this afternoon. League tag and the Warialda side in the ladies' league plate, which is 4 sides that finished 5th to 8. Okay. Taking it up now, John Armstrong for the Warialda side. So both look, it's pretty warm out there today, Sam, and these big fellas will be looking for a break fairly quickly.
Oh, definitely. You know, I dare say the league safe boys will be pretty busy keeping the fluids up today. And you know, I think with Inverell, they're fortunate. They've got quite a large pack, so you know, I think Inverell are going to really send their big boys into them. But you know,
Here's trouble. This is Mal McGrady. He gives it away to Bodine Reid. He has to come back in field. Dion French has got him. Good work, Dion French. Ball. And then he took the winger. But here's Warialda again. They have plenty of numbers on the far side. They're going to bring it on this side of the field. Jeffrey Prince immediately taken by Sam Perrin, but he gets away, still going. He's only about 10 metres away.
I think he scored.
I think he has scored. Yes, he has scored. Well, I've got to say, Sam, you might be able to decipher it. I can't. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely not sure. Mal McGrady just put a kick through, and Dion French, the lightning boots, he looked up and thought, I've got 88 or 98 metres to go, and he's just sort of fumbled it. And yeah, definitely not sure on that ruling with the no try for Jeffrey Prince.
Just a reminder, if you are drinking alcohol out of the
Scrum feed, so I dare say here, you know, look, this will be one of the best back lines written on I've seen for a long, long time. So looks like they're setting up to go left. So
as Phil Gould has often said, you can't coach pace. You got it or you haven't. Now McGrady gets it away, and Warialda a big chance here on the attack as Malcolm McGrady goes into the dummy half, gives it away to Group 19 competition. 20 minutes left. Right in front, he could throw that over. You and I could probably kick it from here, Sam. Or you might be able. I'm not sure if I could.
Oh, geez, I don't know about that. I'm probably quicker at lining up for a meat pie. I think better kicking goals, that's for sure, Greg. Yeah, it wasn't very good. It was an old toe poker, mate. I should have been around in the 80s.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with the old toe poker. So Inverell going for the replacements, and the conversion successful, and that makes it 10 points apiece. They were flying high, and the Hawks now find themselves level pegging with the Wombats, who on their home team. You don't want to let them get their tail up with the momentum, and by golly, they've got that. They'll make sure that they put a good set in here, and Inverell will really, really have to defend at it on the quarter line. Warialda big forwards start to ruck it out. About 10 metres, 15 metres short of halfway. They're going from dummy half. That's
Ashley Jarrett, I think.
Jarrett, the hooker.
Very crafty footballer.
He is, yeah. Does a little scurry from dummy half.
Alex is going to bin. Hey, what's the name of the white head? Alex is going quick. Alex is no. He's throwing punches, mate. Go away. Yeah, for now. He's just throwing punches, mate. Yeah, Bird just put that through one too, mate. Threw in over the top. With the white headgear on, Scotty. Alex! Shush. Go away. Go away. Go away. Oh, yes, go away. Go away. Go away. I'll have a chat. Go away. Go away. Yeah.
I clearly saw number 15 Inverell.
So did I.
Stuck punch with his left hand.
Yeah, so did I. He's been sent for the scuffle earlier. Yeah, he's been sent. And over the top, I've seen old mate from this side with the white headgear from Warialda come in with the raker and threw one over the top. But as he struck. Alex struck. Has it hit anyone when he's come across the top as he's come down? Yeah, but he had a good swing at him too. Yeah, he missed. Okay. But he had a couple. Right. Just to let you know, that was somebody. I'll deal with Alex first. He's going. Alex. No, hang on. Alex. Yeah, no, it's all good. No. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately what's happened, he's instigated the whole thing. He's then thrown a punch and struck him off. Go. Throwing a punch, Alex, mate, you're gone. Go, Alex. Go, Alex. Yeah. No, but he got up and he instigated the whole thing. Correct. So that's why he sent. I'll have Burjo too. Yeah, he should. He's a gun bin because he hasn't struck. Yeah, Alex struck, but he's killed. Alex struck, right? Okay, yeah, Burjo. But he's only. Okay, Burjo, you're very lucky because you come across with a big haymaker. No, you did. You're not being sent, but you are going to the bin. Go. Bin's all fine. Yeah. He's just very lucky he hasn't struck, Dave. Yeah. Okay. So the penalty now goes to these guys for the strike. Okay? Yeah, thank you. All right, it's over here, mate.
The crowd come here to watch 13 on 13, but perhaps there was something untoward there. We don't know.
Yeah, I'd love to know what was said, and we might have missed it. That there might have been a little left hook or something in there to be sent off. You'd start to think that's
Taking it ahead now for the Warialda side is John Armstrong. So 20-minute mark. We must remember that when the player was sent off, Ashley Jarrett runs across field. gives it away to the lock forward. Now goes to Prince. Bodine Reed on the far side. He comes back in field. Well, Inverell will have to defend hard when they haven't done it well there. And he's about to award the try. I think Bodine Reed
over there and get that try after that earlier knock on. You know, bit of confidence for the young fella, and I'm sure he's going to have a pretty big game now.
Well, that just Ray Craigie does now. How he gets this side back on track, they'd no doubt they'd be disappointed that they'd be down in a grand final to 12 men. As I say, we're not taking sides one way or the other. Whether he should have been set off, we didn't see what happened, or was that Inverell down in a grand final to 12 men. No sides like to and supporters like to see that. So let's have a look at this kick from Mal McGrady. So Warialda, after being down 10-0, it's now 14-10 with a kick to come. He takes his time with it. Takes plenty of time with it. Good crowd there sitting behind. They're enjoying the sun. I was talking to a few people from Warialda who've come back to watch the game. That's a magnificent kick. One up, one down. Sure, one up was one down there.
The touches aren't sure, the referee's not sure. Unsuccessful, they've ruled that one, so... Yeah, you just got to feel for these Inverell boys, you know, like you've got 12 players now for the remainder of the game. You just got to try and dig deep. You know, they got those younger fellas like, you know, Jovan Moore and young Caelan Patterson, so, you know, they're going to do everything that they can. They're pretty crafty, but, you know, these forwards are just going to be working in overdrive.
Yeah, he'll have to run his bench, or whoever's running the bench for the Hawks, very well. But full marks to Warialda. Well, so I was about to give him a bit of praise. They've dropped them 16 minutes to go in the first half. The Warialda Wombats undefeated. Great season for them this year. And the Inverell RSM Hawks, well, as I said just before the game started, who thought that they'd be here? They probably didn't think so either. Anyway, taking the ball forward for the Inverell side, Jaden Frank. One of the posts. Ray Craigie, he's got plenty of guile, comes along to Patterson, he runs, steps, goes himself. Difficult customer, but he's running. Dummy half is Izzy Taroa. Izzy gets the ball out, and quickly up there is David McGrady to bring him down, the captain for the Wombats. They're 15 out. Craigie puts a little one over the top. It's anybody. Well taken on the fullback here by the winger, and I speak of Steve Lemilliere, and they'll take a tap from put a bit of pressure on them then, but Warialda catered for it well and good. As the fullback, the hooker and captain David McGrady will take the tap and gives it away.
So Mal McGrady will take that one up there for Warialda, and yeah, you know, 25 minutes in now, both short of play. You know, Luke Burgess will return
Prince.
5.
Prince is through, comes to French, runs around French. You're not going to stop him. He's like Wince as far as pace is concerned. Jeffrey Prince scores under the posts. I told you he was quick, Sam. I heard he was quick. And by golly, he showed this afternoon with his second try. First try, because the first one was disallowed.
Simple and say, hey boys, let's just hold the ball and let's try and not let them score. We'll regroup. You know, they scored those first 2 tries pretty quick, and Mal McGrady has just kicked the goal, and that'll take the score to 20 points to 10 so far for Inverell RSM Hawks for the afternoon. You know, Ray's probably just said, boys, just then, let's not let them back past the 40. I think you've got to set yourself little goals in, you know, grand finals and afternoons like this. They've got nothing to lose, but, you know, I think to tell the boys, let's not let Warialda get back past the 40. We'll get the ball and we'll see what we can throw back at them.
Well analysed, Sam, and just repeating for those who may be just joining in, Alex Hull sent off from the Inverell Hawks. He came on as a replacement. Had a melee with, I think, Luke Berger and a couple of other boys raced in. We couldn't see the reason for the send-off, but he was dispatched by referee Scott Schwartz at the 20-minute mark, leaving the Hawks with 12 and the Wombats taking full advantage since that particular time, and they're starting to make a lot of inroads out wide, and Inverell starting to fall off tackles.
Well, I love the skipped overs, drew past and hit Josh Boyd, and Inverell very lucky there to make the tackle.
Now the ball comes away to, is this David Ennis Brown?
No, big Liam Close. He's got the line break assist, you know, the set before, and he's just like, oh, you're short, double movement they're calling. Scott Schwartz, very quick there to call that one back.
Okay, so Liam.
The shoelaces there of Liam Close, but just the effort, and that's probably the effort that Ray Craigie would have asked the boys for a moment ago, you know, let's try and hold them out. So, you know, that was a pretty big play there. I know that, you know, they won't have Alex Hull return for the afternoon, but, you know, Ethan McCosker then, you know, saving that try. It's good, you know, got to put the wings up a little bit.
So Ray Craigie now is dictating a lot of play around the ruck to try and get some sort of attack going. Caelan Patterson throws the big dummy, had support there. Now gets it away, it comes away to Patterson, comes away outside here to going Snyder, I think it is, Austin Snyder, he scored. I reckon, yeah.
Boys, they can play footy and they're going to play footy, and you know what they've just spoke about.
Dion French hits the ball beautifully. It looks good from here, and the touch judges agree. It's his second goal of the afternoon. So, with about 9 minutes left, it's 20 points to 16. Luke Berger goes back on after his stint in the sin bin, so he received 10 minutes. Alex Holt got the game.
Interesting to see what happens in the next 8 minutes for Warialda. They've just had that try against them. They need a big set here, but their ball movement, I think, with Luke Berger will be a little bit better than it has been.
Inverell still plenty of fire. Here's another penalty, the tackle too high. I think Liam Closey might have looked at it on that occasion for there being the offender. About a penalty to Inverell, and they get a couple of piggyback penalties. It makes it much easier. Conversely, McGrady will say to his side, come on, let's use it. Let's not lose it.
Well, I think Sunboy's probably sitting there at the moment. He's a pretty good footballer, Sunboy, and a good football head, and he's probably sitting there at the moment, just thinking, "Come boys, let's just try and hold it out. If we can go in up 4, we've got 40 minutes with the extra man." So he won't be overthinking it. I can't see any rash changes for the Warialda side at the moment. I think they just need to D up here for a big set.
Malakovic takes it forward, almost on halfway. Inverell RSM Hawks and the Warialda Wombats. It's 20 to 16 in favour of the Warialda Wombats. Warialda sponsored by the Golf and Bowling Club and also Currajong Park. RSM Hawks, and both have done very well to get here. Now Inverell on the attack. Dion French taken in a good tackle and dropped by Asher Jarrett. He's had a great game, the little hook, hasn't he? He's a workaholic, that fellow. I like his tradesman-like display. Comes out to Ray Craigie. Comes out now to Gerard. He goes across field, he's knocked to the ground. Jaden French tackle. Now going is Ethan Anderson, the winger, and president of the club. He's gone straight through. He's ankle tapped, gets to the fullback Prince. He's still going. He's only about 40 kilos. And he pushed 2 or 3 off. So Inverell right back on the attack. Now here's another penalty.
10 in the bin too.
Warialda player set for the sin bin for 10 minutes, so it leaves it up at least for the next 10 minutes. And is it the fullback? I'm not sure. No, it could be the winger. Anyway,
it looks like the winger, Steve Lemeria.
Yeah, Steve Lemilliere. So he's gone to the bin. So Inverell on the attack. Gee whiz, wouldn't it be a turn up for the books if they scored here? Another penalty. Well, Warialda's discipline's letting them down at the present time. Penalty right in front of the post. It was Steve Lemilliere who went to the sin bin. So he won't come back until about 4 minutes into the second half.
Asher White goes crashing into him there, getting some metres for Inverell too, and he's had a pretty good game so far, Asher. You can see Ray Craig, he's just out the back directing the play at the moment.
Dummy half there is Izzy Taroa. Here's it comes out to Jovan Moore. He steps. I think he thought he'd step off his... almost got the ball away, but it didn't happen. Taroa goes into dummy half.
Asher White again. Bump through 1, bump through 2. Oh, he's absolutely inches short there.
Right on the attack, Inverell. Comes out to Craigie. Craigie a long pass. It comes out to Sam Perrin. He's already scored 1. He's held up right on the line by Brandon McGrady. Right on the try line. That's tackle 5. The Hawks, what are they going to do? Ray McGrady runs himself. Gets away to Perrin. Perrin dives and he scores! Unbelievable! The gap opened up like the Sydney Heads. His second try of the match. Has it been a war? 20 all. Well, Ray Craigie, if I said he was happy with 2016 down, he'll be ecstatic. With the fact that it's 20 all and kick to come, they could put him in front, and Warialda, they're hot and cold. And a few of the players just having words there to each other saying, come, we've got to concentrate here. No doubt Luke Berger with a calm head will try and get them organised again, and the kick from Dion French is unsuccessful, swings to the right, and as our replay shows us, 4.5 minutes to go, it's 20 apiece. Warialda look like world beaters, the Wombats, when they move the ball, but then just some silly little mistakes.
I think Warialda just gave away 4 penalties, but they're just very clever there. The kick-off just there, regathered by Josh Boyd, so Warialda got the ball 30 metres out.
So, just 3.5 minutes from half-time, the Wombats begging for another try before half-time. They will go to the break in front. Warialda on the attack on the far side. Is that Josh Boyd? It might be.
Yeah, Josh Boyd absolutely eating up the metres there.
Watching the replay, our screen comes away to McGrady, David McGrady. Wombats lined out. McGrady wants them behind him. David McGrady, he's called for the ball. He's going to get it now. He gives it away. Berger runs a decoy. Comes out to Hodges at Dale. He took that beautifully. I think it was Hodges, wasn't it? He'll play it now. Asher Jarrett into dummy half. Out to Jeffrey Prince. He's a danger man. He's held right on the line. And that'll be 6 tackles, I think. Was he scored? No. 6 tackles.
No, the Inverell boys there, you know, I'll tell you what, 10 minutes ago they were a little bit deflated there, you know, and I wasn't too sure what was happening. And, you know, they've got a couple of penalties, you know, grinded away and got back into this game. And just then, you know, they've held Jeffrey Prince up and there was high fives all around. So definitely getting on each other's backs and, you know, giving it their all this afternoon.
20 points all, 2.5 minutes left in the first half of this Group 19 2024 Grand Final here at Jim Payne Oval in Warialda on a sunny afternoon. Pretty good footy, and the Warialda Wombats going in as favourites. They've done a lot to promote the game today. They've, I think the old boys presented the jerseys to the players in the dressing sheds before the game, which was a lovely touch. And Johnny Burgess, as I said earlier, did the toss. Former Glen Innes Premiership United, he did the half time in the juniors. Now, penalty goes to Inverell. One thing you'll get is a lot of penalties if both sides with fatigue lose their discipline. Now, Jovan Moore is going to take the tap, I think. He does. Now it comes away. Oh, good run there.
Big Asher White, he's absolutely eating the metres this afternoon, and he's providing a lot of go forward for this Inverell side, so leaps and bounds at the moment.
Now comes out to Ethan Anderson, he steps inside, he's not much jobbing, but he goes quick. Look at him going straight through. Grabbed, gives it away beautifully to the halfback, and Caelan Patterson has scored under the posts. Caelan Patterson has scored for the Hawks, and they'll be in front coming.
Inverell Hawks lead into half time.
I'll give him a good buffer at half time. The bell will go after he kicks this ball. Dion French from right in front to add his 3rd goal of the afternoon, and who would have thought, eh? 26-20, just about half time. The Inverell Hawks leading the Warialda Wombats. For the Inverell Hawks side, the tries have been scored by Will Gerard. Sam Perrin scored a couple. Ethan Anderson and Braden Malakovic. Dion's kicked a couple of goals. Half-time, Jeffrey Prince has scored a try. Bodine Reed, Brandon McGrady and Josh Boyd, and a couple of goals to Mal McGrady. Half-time is 26-20 in the Group 19 Grand Final. Inverell down to 12 men. Warialda currently playing with 12. The Inverell man, Alex Hull, won't return. The Warialda player, Steve Lemillier, will return. So half-time, 26-20 to the Hawks. What she's been set up for.
Oh, yep.
Okay, time for the second half here. We're at Jim Payne Oval, Warialda for the Group 19 Grand Final for 2024. Sam Schiffman still doing a lap of honour after the Glen Juniors were dominant in the Grand Final. He's with me in commentary today, and 26 points to 20 half-time score in favour of the Hawks, which surprises us all because they're down to 12 men. Alex Hull sent off at the 20-minute mark of the first half, and I believe the charge will be headbutt. So there was a melee on the field. There are a few players involved in that. Alex, and I believe it may have been on a touch judge report, but I'm not certain about that, but nevertheless he has been sent from the field. The Hawks down to 12 men. Conversely, Warialda played the last 6 minutes of the first half with 12 men after Stephen Lemillier was sent from the field for a professional foul. I think he'll come on with 4 minutes gone in the second half. So this is the last 40 minutes, Sam, of rugby league for 2024, and it's anybody's game. Who would have ever thought? The Hawks led 10-0. The Wombats came back with some brilliant slick backline play, particularly. That's where they were doing the damage, to lead 20-10, and then they went to sleep. And the Hawks said, well, here's our chance, and 26-20 as the kickoff is taken. Ray Craigie, he's going to play a lot of minutes now. I think he's made the decision. I'm going to have to be on there and lead the boys after the send-off at Alex. I don't think he necessarily had that planned, but he's going to go on there and direct play now. He's got plenty of experience. Izzy Taroa at dummy half. Goes across now to Dion French. He runs across field. Good tackle again by the hooker, Asher Jarrett. He's playing well. I don't know how many tackles he's racked up already. This is Isaac, is it? Taken forward. He'll play the ball.
So the number 12 there, Greg. So looks like James Alfonso.
Yeah, James Alfonso. I do apologise. It is James Alfonso's come on. He's a will of the boys. Now the referee.
The Hawks have coughed it up early. That's definitely not the start that they were after there. So.
And referee immediately calls for medical assistance. This Hawks player has been injured as the ball has gone to ground. Warm conditions here at Gympane Oval today, and some of the big fellas, I think they've done a mighty job on both sides to go the distance, but with this interchange these days, the coach can throw them on for 10 minutes, they go hard, they come off, have a bit of a breather, and go on a little bit later refreshed.
And with the Hawks, they've probably got a bit bigger forward pack. I noticed they've been sort of rolling through the rotations quite a lot. Asher White's probably played majority of that first half, and he's laying a huge platform for them up front. But with the other Inverell boys, you've got Big Braden, Milkovic, Jaden French, Corey Garrett. They've all sort of been rotating through, and this is the same sort of thing that they did with Bingra when they beat them out there. The Inverell forwards, they just sort of through, and maybe tough in the late stages for them being down that man like we mentioned with Alex Hull not returning after the headbutt in the first half. But Warialda have got the ball, and Josh Boyd takes it forward for them.
Comes out to the centre three-quarter. Gary Prince, one of the few times he's really had an opportunity to run in this match, and he's been tackled. A good tackle across there by James Alfonso. Warialda lined out, ball thrown infield here to Mick Hodges. Like forward, takes it up 12 short of the try line. Berger runs the dummy again. Ball comes out. Here's referee Prince, the fullback. He's lost the ball. The ball's out, I believe. But the referee's ruled a knock on ball. The view we get, and we'll get a replay, I think it might have been raked out, but the referee has ruled a scrum. Yeah.
I'm not too sure where the Narwin boys that played at Armidale and Guy previously are going, but hopefully, we're back with, most towns having the A-grade side, and, if we can get a few more sides with under 18s, it's definitely going to help, because that's sort of the pathway in the future. And and decided to let Inverell back out of their end. So we've got Big Cam Milkovic, he's leading the way here, the captain this afternoon for Inverell, and he just trucks the ball up there to about 18 metres out.
Yeah, he's the captain's gone.
James Alphonse there is absolutely rumbled into the front row there for Warialda, Big J Gerard, and bumped Gerard over, and picks up some valuable metres.
He's a will of the best, that James Alphonse. He's dummy half. He's got his backs lined out. Short pass goes across there to Jovan Moore. Kalen Patterson, he cuts out a couple. Ball's gone loose, has it? I think he's ruled forward. Yeah, the ball's definitely gone forward. I think they were too smart for their own good out there then. Ray had them lined out all right, but Warialda defence came up on them quickly, and they really weren't moving when they got the ball. The ball has gone forward, and the Warialda defence breathes a sigh of relief, in front of the crowd across there. And the second half hasn't hit any high spots yet, although in the background we can see all the kids playing. So, Inverell down to 12 men, Warialda down 26-20 as the ball comes out to Bodine Reid. He's taken a cross field and thrown to the ground. Good solid defence there. Taken forward again by
Mel McGrady. Takes that hit up there for Warialda, and Ash Jarrett, he's been beautiful passing from dummy half today, and Big Liam Close, he loves to go to that one side of a player, and Inverell have to be careful late, because he gets that right arm free 9 times out of 10. You've got Jeffrey Prince floating around.
Brandon McGrady almost gets through. He's right on the try line. Ball comes out, almost intercepted. It'll be 6 to go. It has to be 6 to go. Comes out to, is that Josh Boyd? Who scored under the post?
Big Josh Gerard, I think that was the number. Jay Gerard, apologies.
Jay Gerard.
I reckon that's Jay Gerard. Is just, wanted, I dare say. It was, they got that penalty and between the 6-8 metres out, and they decided just to truck it up and go forward. I'm not too sure if they, weren't too confident with the kicking game, but, they showed a nice bit of ball movement 60 metres from their try line, and, turned it over, and, all of a sudden it's 6 points, and, Warialda are about to lock the scores back up.
26-24 will shortly become 26-all from right in front. Mal McGrady, and scores are locked again together. And first it's been one side, the Hawks got away 10-0, Warialda fought back to lead 20-10, then the Hawks hit the front 26-24. at half time, and now it's locked up at 26 all as Mal McGrady adds the extras. So scoreline here, 7 minutes gone in the second half, and it's 26 apiece.
It'd be easy to send that extra one out there and go 13 on 13, that's for sure, Greg. And I'm sure there's a few Inverell boys that would be happy enough with that.
Of course, Inverell down to 12 men after the 20-minute mark with Alex Hull being...
And they've just given away a penalty too. Definitely not the start they wanted here in the second half. They've kicked it, put the pressure on and tackled the Warialda player high. And, all of a sudden, Warialda are back to the halfway mark and about to go on, about to go forward for a set of 6.
I don't know whether we're trying to set a world record for penalties, but I think we're well on the way today. There's been plenty of them. I'm not saying they're not warranted. I'm just saying that the referee knows how to... The referee these days knows how to blow the whistle. As Warialda start to take the ball back into the and try lines it away to Gerard, the try scorer. He'd be buoyed by that. He'd want to have another crack at them, and he does. Just inside the call line, right in front of the sticks. Warialda, they can smell blood. McGrady gets a pass away to Jeffrey Prince. Here he goes again. He's lightning quick and he dives and he scores. His second try of the afternoon, and he's got it aimed, I reckon, pretty spot on. He certainly gets plenty of height in these kicks, and he swung it in. And I've joned him. Probably his worst kick of the day, Sam.
The old commentator's curse, Greg. I spoke about it earlier, and 30-26 now, 31 minutes to go. I think Ray Craig's probably just had to have a chat with the boys then and say, boys, we're still in this. We can score points. We've got to reset.
I reckon it wasn't Mel's worst kick of the day, it's worst of the season, and I joned him.
It's got to be a bit of luck there for Inverell. It looks like Brandon McGrady, they didn't catch it on the full, and they had to go scavenger to make sure they got the ball, and they're only 10 metres out now.
They'll bring the ball up towards their Warialda Wombats leading by 30-26, 30 minutes left on the clock. Good run again by Gerard. Gee, hasn't he come to life since he scored that try?
Oh, he's definitely fired up, and he's laying the platform and he's leading the way for these boys for Warialda, that's for sure.
McGrady goes across. He decides to have a bit of a run himself. He throws one or two dummies and he takes the tackle of Ray Craigie and that in there. Now coming away is the second rower for the Warialda side once again. That's Josh Boyd. He's held just outside the quarter line. Malakovic goes in there. So does Jovan Moore. He's had a great game, Jovan Moore. So does this fella, the lock forward. He's led by example David McGrady. He puts it high. It's going to bounce over the dead ball line. So too much oomph on that occasion.
Well, they could pick that one up out at Gundy Windy there on Mad Monday. He's kicked it that far, but definitely not what McGrady wanted there. The Inverell boys, hands on hips, they're definitely feeling it, and I dare say Lane Fitzgerald's got a very busy afternoon on the water for Inverell side.
So the tap will come back to the Inverell side on their quarter line, and this game's not over by a long stretch. The 26. We keep reminding everybody, Inverell down to 12 men. Alex Hull sent from the field on the 20-minute mark as another penalty is awarded to the Hawks. We believe the charge would be headbutting, and we'll find out the ramifications of that down the track, but there won't be any suspension. If there is any suspension, it will be served next year because this is the last game of the football season. Now Inverell, what can they do with this ball? The forwards have laid a good platform. There's Ethan Anderson taking it up, and he's brought down just in Wombats territory. These Wombat forwards have really lifted their game in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and thanks to Gerard, who's done very, very well, as has Josh Gerard. Ball being played now. Jovan Moore back to Malakovic. And he's brought down. That's Braden. Just inside the quarter from dummy half. Who's that?
Ethan McCosker, by the looks of that. Picked it up. That was a good run there by a couple of fresh legs for Inverell just there, I think. And Jovan Moore now with it dances around in a few steps, and he's probably cut short, a metre short by the looks of this.
Dummy half Dion French. He throws a dummy, throws it over his shoulder. Picked up by Warialda. He's troubled. Warialda's winger on the far. Lemilliere is taken to ground in a good tackle by, I think it was Sam Perrin. So Warialda have the ball. So Inverell threw everything at Warialda on that occasion. No luck. Wombats ruck it out from their quarter line. 30-26. 28 to go in the grand final. As a bit of cohesion comes into this side. Austin Snyder is in there trying to bring the player down. Ball played quickly. Going from dummy half is McGrady. Looks for support. Throws the dummy himself. He's off to score David McGrady, and he'll score under the posts. The captain... Good try through a big dummy. It was taken. Well, he's got a lot of skill. He showed through the. I think he got in the background there, and the crowd gathered around. Scoreboard is added by 2 by Mal McGrady, his 4th of the afternoon. And scoreline is now 36 points to 26. 36-26. With 26 to go.
Yeah, big Corey Garrett's come on now. He's going to try and really fire the boys up front there for Inverell. You know, playing 13 on 12, they're getting tired, you know, so I think, you know, we'll start to see a fair and a half. But, yeah, only 10 points in it, you know, 25 minutes to go. And like we saw in the first half, you know, the Hawkies let Warialda back in and then they chase them back down again. So it could be the same here in the second half. We'll just have to see what Warialda do now.
Austin Snyder kicks off for the Hawks. And that was a high one. I was watching the player come through. He took it beautifully, never took his eyes off it.
That was a big shot there by Big Braden Milakovic.
And going upfield again is that Gerard. It might be just on half the Wombats with a 10-point lead in the grand final. 25 to go. David McGrady starting to take play from the dummy half. He's running the angles, and Josh Boyd takes it up 10 metres into the Hawks' territory. So David McGrady as captain, leading from the front. There's Close going forward, Liam Close, and he's held by the Hawks' defence, including the hooker. The ball comes away. Here's Jeff French. You won't stop him. He's too quick for Dion French. And the lack of numbers amongst the Hawks is starting to tell. They're going to need all that skill to get back. And the first thing I'll do is hold the ball. Simple as that. They've dropped a couple of balls, but Warialda, this is the Warialda side that went through undefeated. I think they're now starting to show it.
Oh, they're a class act, and you know they've got some really good players. It's, you know, since there's been a back line, you know, since they've been, you know, 1 to 7 been, what, you know, 1 to 7 been as good as this, and you know you'd be going back through a lot of team lists to try and find something, you know, to try and find a list that, you know, is this class. And you know, we've mentioned him a few times today, Liam Close, and you know, in particular Big J Gerard. They've just laid that platform for Warialda, and you know they've sort of held it and held it and held it there with the Inverell boys who are quite large. And you know, I think they've just started to get that extra metre every carry now, and they're finding their fronts. And you know, Mel McGrady's came in from the left-hand touchline and puts that one straight between the sticks. And no commentator's curse that time, Greg.
I was waiting for you to say that, Sam. I was waiting for you, and I didn't Jonah Mel at all there. So, how do you see it from here, Sam? Do you think? I think the Hawks probably the next couple of minutes, if Warialda score again, I think that's probably, it's only human nature. You're going to drop your head and have a look at this run. Once again by number 20, is it?
21, I think that was Luke Ennis-Brown.
Yep.
He's only been on for a short period of time, and he had a good carry about 3 minutes ago, and yeah, he's just come at the ball then. And yeah, like we're just saying, you know, 23 minutes to go. If you're in Inverell, you need to hold Warialda out this set. They can hold them out this set. You know, if Warialda score here, it's yeah, challenging times for Inverell RSM Hawks.
Yeah, the old as commentators say, they need to be next to score. And the ball 10 metres inside the Hawks' territory. McGrady dictating play. The power forward pass rule on this occasion. Referee, I don't know whether he got a call for his touch first half. Just looking down at the Inverell bench just down below us. About to go on there. For the Hawks is Alphonse, I think, is it?
Yeah, James Alphonse and Ray Craig. You look to go back out here in a moment, and I think that, you know, Ray's just going to get out there and give them that good bit of direction and try and straighten the boys up. And you know, if they can hold it, you know, stick it, you know, completely here for, you know, the next sort of 10 minutes and, you know, 12 minutes to play while they're a player down, that they're still, you know, not out of the game. So, you know, a really nice run there. I think it was big Corey Garrett's just carted that one up there, and you know, they're getting a few metres here, and there's a bit of pace to the right-hand side, and Inverell looks set to come here with French.
French up, ball taken out. It should be 6 to go. It was touched by Warialda. He hasn't called 6 to go, but it certainly was taken out of his possession, and then he regained it. Nevertheless, he got 12 metres inside Warialda's territory.
So 6 again, tackle there with Austin Schneider. So
ball comes away to Jovan Moore. Out it goes to...
I think that's young Jaden Garrett. He's having an absolute ripper year. He's only 18 years old, and out there mixing it with the boys today. So, you know, all the best to him.
Ray Craigie back on, getting things organised, and it goes away to Milakovic. And is out from the Warialda try line. Inverell on the attack.
Big Julian Schultz there, and with the show and go.
So need to score.
Oh, they've turned it over, Greg. You're kidding. That's an absolute coach killer, that one there. You know, they've worked upfield, they've made 50-odd metres. You know, you're about to attack the line and just trying to get that quick play of the ball, and probably a little bit of sweat and whatnot on that ball, and yeah, it's just popped out.
Had a bit of a breather and got his wind back, and he's back. The boys asked him how he's going. He said, I'll pull my socks up, that'll make me better. And the scrum will pack down 10 metres out from the Wombats line. So 20 minutes to go in the grand final, 42-26 in favour of the Warialda Wombats, sponsored by the Warialda Golf and Bowling Club and Corrajung Park and all the other sponsors. I know both clubs want to thank their many sponsors for this year. And all the committee who put their games together. As Gary Prince goes
Mel
up,
McGrady, it looks like there, he's just
goes up over halfway.
beat 3 players in French.
Ball goes dummy half, Bodine Reed. He goes forward now. And he's scored 1 try here this afternoon. Jarrett goes into dummy half. The ball will come away to Brandon McGrady. Up goes, could be Gerard, not sure.
Yeah, I think Jay Gerard's just come back on.
Yeah, Jay Gerard. Now, close. He's had a good game. He doesn't mind taking it up, the big fella. And he's brought tackle 5 against the Wombats. Now it comes out to the halfback, Brandon McGrady. He kicks for his centre and beautifully taken across there for the Inverell Hawks by, was that Ethan Anderson? It was. And now Dion French runs from dummy half, trying to put a bit of spark into the attack, and he takes it 10 metres outside his own quarter line. So the Hawks with the ball. Ray Craigie back on there, dictating play. Throws the dummy, has a run himself, had support there in Kennedy, but he took the tackle himself. Now it comes out to the hooker. That's Ethan McCosker. He'll play the ball. 12 metres short of halfway. Who's that? Jovan Moore. Short little pass. Good pass. Dion French throws it to a Warialda player who spills the lollies. And the scrum will pack close to halfway.
Nice bit of ball movement.
Comes away to Washington Snyder. And Snyder goes up almost to the halfway line. He'll get to his feet slowly. Might have copped a bit of a knock in that tackle. Comes away to, is that Sam Perrin? Might be, or might be, no, it's the winger, is it? Yeah, Ethan Anderson, the president of the club. Penalty to Inverell. I haven't kept track of the penalties, but there's been plenty of them for both sides. Corey Garrett takes it up now. Jaden Garrett, sorry, takes it up. And it's brought down. So a bit of a lull of the game at the present time. Been a while since any points were scored, and Inverell doing the right thing as far as Ray Craigie's concerned, and that's taking the ball up through the centre, and gee, they're taking some metres, aren't they?
Gee, Asher White was unlucky there at that ball stripped. He's back out there, fresh legs, a real good carry, and the Warialda boys have dropped off, and
penalty, another penalty goes to Warialda on this occasion. Not sure the reason. Tackle might have been a bit high. He hasn't actually signalled why it is. So 17.5 minutes left in the match. 42-26, Inverell with 12 men. I think he said lifting in a tackle. David McGrady with the ball. Takes plenty of time. He says, I'll kick for touch. Gives his boys a bit of a breather, as you do. His kicks for touch, and we'll find it. That's not a bad kick either.
yeah, really nice touch finder there. Puts him 30 metres out. 17 minutes to play. Big Josh Boyd looks fired up. If he has his carry, or I hope you're on the other end of it.
Penalty against Inverell inside the 10. Just as Josh Boyd was taking it forward.
I think they wanted to get up and get Josh Boyd because he's in his belly at the moment.
Asher Jarrett takes the tap. Play on. McGrady gets it away now to Gerard. He goes forward. Is it Gerard? No, it's not. It's Noah Theophano. Sorry, I do apologise. Noah Theophano. He'll get up to play it to Jarrett again. So Warialda on the attack. Berger. He's run a lot of dummies today, and the hooker goes through and score, and that's well deserved. Ashley Jarrett has scored right under the post for the Warialda side, and I think it's
an absolute gallant effort with only 12 players with that Alex Hull Alex Hull send-off early in the first half, which is, yeah, definitely hurt the Hawks.
Warialda 48.
Game is restarted by Austin Snyder for the Hawks, and what we will see from Warialda in the next 15, are they going to throw the ball around and entertain the crowd, or for the Hawks make a mistake and get the Hawks back in? You don't want to go into your shell. The coaches will tell you never go into your shell when you've got a big lead. That's when mistakes start to happen if you play to defend your lead. But I don't think Warialda has been that sort of team this year. As taking it forward is John Armstrong, and now the ball's been lost. Just as I say, bit of concentration, maybe lack of. But there was no surprise in that result. And also in the Ladies League tag, Tinga winning that after the Narvan side really stuck it to them for half the game. So crowd's been entertained by some close matches for most of the afternoon. And this game, as Inverell at half-time went in with the lead. And just watching here, Jovan Moore, I don't know how many penalties that is, Sam, but there's quite a few.
I think Scotty Bag of Peas, he's absolutely blown it out of this one this afternoon, but all genuine calls in saying that, you know. Looks like there's someone hurt here at the moment.
So that was Isaac Taroa who took the ball up, was it? Or James Alphonse? 6 in favour of the Warialda Wombats, and they're heading towards the grand final.
Luke's up and walking off, which is really good, but looks like a bit of a concussion there. He's a bit ginger and he's walking a little bit left to right, like I dare say a few of these boys will be at the local afterwards.
Good on him too. Yeah, Luke's done a lot to promote this game. He's been in contact with both you and I. Keen to see, everybody know all day at Warialda. They've done a great job promoting at the Wombats. And 4 marks to Luke, who was forefront of that promotion. It's been very good.
A bit of a journeyman, Luke. He's played at a lot of clubs within Group 19, but every club that's had him, he's been very grateful to have him at the times, and he does a wonderful job. I know I was fortunate enough to have a year with Luke over in Glen Innes, and unfortunately lost the grand final, but very joyful, and it's great to have him around the club, and I think Warialda have absolutely thrived with him this year. So big well done to you, Luke.
Now the ball's been raked out. I think Julian Shoots took it forward. Referee gives another penalty. So I think we have set a world record for penalties today. I gave you 2 pens. I think you've run out of both of them, Sam.
I'm glad I'm not keeping this, that's for sure.
Now, Caelan Patterson takes the tap.
Big Asher White charges forward, and it looks like Gerard and Boyd, was it? No, Gerard and Armstrong. But it's been called back again here. They might have been a bit quick off the mark, or no, called held. So 10 metres out, Inverell got the ball, and they go to Moore, who's absolutely lightning.
And I think he's very close to the line, Jovan Moore.
I thought there was about to be a try awarded there, Greg.
Pass comes out. Inverell still on the attack. Good Warialda defence on the try line. Kalami the half-back, he throws a loose pass. Jovan Moore gets it away, comes out to Dion French. He shapes to kick, gets a short pass away, it's intercepted. And the player on the far
Gary Prince, he
got plenty of pace. Look at this player coming across. Throws it in field, it's missed by everybody. Well picked up there by Steve Lamilliere, I think's picked it up.
The big mullet, he's got it absolutely flared up at the back today, and he's offside there. They've thrown it to Joe, and bit of push and shove now.
Jovan Moore, well, why not? If they're going to throw it to you, you might as well catch it, even though you are offside.
I thought Scotty might let that one go. Let Jovan catch it and run it back, and give the Hawks a bit, bit of luck. But
bit of fun there. Now, who's got 10 minutes? Oh, really? 10 minutes? That's a bit disappointing.
This makes it hard now. 13 on 11 for the last 11 minutes, and Jovan's been absolutely outstanding. Probably one of the Inverell, the RSM. Inverell RSM Hawks best. He's had an exceptional game, and he's just put his body on the line every time. He's tried absolutely everything, Jovan, and that's a bit of a tough one there for Jovan, but I guess he never made the effort to get on side and wants to get involved, and maybe a bit of push and shove afterwards. I'm not sure what the exact sin bidding was, but could be the professional foul.
I'd say professional foul, but gee whiz, it's a bit tough. I mean, they're down 48 to 26. They're down to 11 men. And look, he just caught it, he didn't try to run off. Perhaps the referee's penalty, that'll do, don't do it again. Anyway, Warialda on the attack. How it goes away to McGrady, gets it away.
Big Liam Close, very well deserving there.
Another try to the Wombats, they've hit the 50 mark here. Officials there telling the crowd, come on, just settle down, we're here to watch a game. Malcolm McGrady, how many's he kicked here today? 5, we're going to make it 6. I reckon he's just to the left of the posts. 52 points to 26. There's still a bit of trouble in the crowd, but we're not worried about that. Kick successful.
And the footy's back on with 10 minutes to play, so our outfit today, coached by Sunboy Peckham.
Down to 11 players, the Hawks, with the sin betting of Jovan Moore. A few moments ago, the send-off of Alex Hull, 20 minutes in the first half. Warialda have proven dominant though, and so we've got 24, I'm doing a bit of maths here, 28 points in arrears.
Dion French is absolutely charging after that one, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, there's no tomorrow.
Dave McGrady, Liam Close.
There's no tomorrow, Sam, is there? You might as well put your heart and soul into this next 8 minutes. This player's played very well. Is that Gerard going up?
It might be Ennis Brown. I think he might have just came on them after that last try, so...
Jarrett, try scorer. Brandon McGrady. That's Gerard with the ball now. Jay Gerard. Just inside the Inverell territory, 15 metres inside the territory. As the ball's passed out once again. And Warialda with the ball. Comes out to the centre three-quarter, touched by Inverell. The referee will rule a scrum. It came out then to Gary Prince, one of the few players out there for the Warialda Wombats. And there's another little... The players have been pretty good, just only had one or two little mellies, nothing serious. Although Alex Hull will probably disagree.
Yeah, I feel for Alex too, you know,
So
he's a real competitor. You know, he puts his body on the line, and I can probably say that was my commentator curse today, Greg, because I said when he was going out there, I just hope he keeps his head, because I know that he can get physical and, you know, really get under the skin, and, yeah, unfortunately they weren't too happy with him, and yeah, with the 6.5 minutes to go, you know, Warialda look like they're home with this one.
Take the tackle. Dummy half McGrady looks for support, gives it away to Prince, who strives over and scores.
Wow.
So the player who played the ball, they won't be beaten. A lot of people said, oh, they're beatable, but they're saying this afternoon that really, when they put it together, they're a pretty good side.
Oh, they're sensational, and I think, you know, like you said, all credit to Warialda, but also credit to them on, you know, with what they've done. They came back in last year and they chipped away, and you know, last year with the side, and, you know, they're back with a vengeance, and you know, they're doing a wonderful job out here at Warialda. They've put on a wonderful day. It's been marvellous, minus the parking, of course, which is never a bad thing, because it means everyone's here to watch today. And you know, look at that. Mal McGrady's got 7 for the afternoon, and I'll tell you what, he probably would have had 8 too. You didn't put the commentator curse on him, but you know, I think it's been, you know, a sensational game of footy, and I can't you know, really say that someone here today can't say it hasn't been a good day of footy. So, you know, I think credit to Warialda for putting it on, you know, to Group 19 and all the officials to get these things up and running. I think it's been, yes, spectacular.
60 points to 26. You summed that up beautifully, Sam. Just watching the Hawks walking back, they've got their heads down, they're walking back slowly. They know their season is done, but they know they gave it their best shot, not aided by the fact that they've put them in. And it's hard to win any game, a normal competition game, with 13 men. But when you've got 12 in a do-or-die game, it makes it doubly hard. Warialda losing the ball from the restart, and the scrum will pack with Inverell to put the scrum in. I've got to say, I haven't been to Warialda Jim Payne Oval for a long time. I'm impressed with that scoreboard. It's an electronic scoreboard these days. You still go to a lot of grounds where it's all hang the numbers on the hook. Inverell's got a wonderful scoreboard. I'm very impressed with this one, Warialda. You can see it from all around the ground, and it's very, very easily to read.
I actually remember, yeah, $5 a pie and Coke for hanging the day case. So
right?
I'm winding the clock back now, and yeah, we're lucky. We got the upgrade there in Glen Innes. It'd be about 12 years ago. Off the top of my head, 12 years ago. Maybe not quite that long ago, but yeah, we now got the Gordon Crichton Memorial scoreboard, and she's a ripper as well.
Beautiful.
But you know, it's a lot easier to press a number into the computer.
Good man, Gordon Crichton. Went all too early. Now Inverell with the ball just outside the quarter line. 3 minutes left. 60 to 26. Good tackle there by the Warialda side. So Patterson gets it away now to on the far side.
Jaden French with the short ball, and I think Jaden French has gone to Sam Perrin, is it, the number 3?
Yep.
And yes, Sam's dotted 5 metre line. He's walked back now to the injured player. Dion French has walked back and put the ball down 24 metres out on the sideline. So
it's a try.
I think it'll be a try.
So that's third try of the afternoon for Sam Perrin too. So Jeffrey Prince has scored 3, and Sam Perrin has also scored 3.
Big credit to these Inverell Hawks players. You know, they're down, you know, 30 odd points and still trying. You know, they're still trying late, and yeah, just hoping this Warialda player or the Inverell player, might be an Inverell player actually. I'm just hoping that they're okay. They haven't really moved since that last play. So yeah. I know Jaden French did hit Sam Perrin, and I can see that Jaden's walking back. It might actually be Sam Perrin.
Sam is injured. Touch judge is talking to the referee. But we can't do much until Sam gets in. There's not much of Sam. He's like Ethan Anderson. He's fairly wispy, fairly in. And there's the bell, full-time bell.
The Warialda crowd's counted down from the 10-second mark there, and a lot of relief, I think, for the Warialda boys. And it was a, you know, sensational game of footy. You know, the crowd's up and about, Greg. So
yeah, it has been. The first grade Probably, well, I wouldn't say they're not expected. This is what happens. The crowd runs onto the field.
They're running a little bit early, I think. I think they're just worried for they're concerned for the injured player over on the far side. So for Inverell, so smart bit of officiating. We've got Dion French. Hopefully he's pumped his tyres up this morning. He can slot this one late and give them the extra 2 points on the board.
Yep. So the Hawks go down to the Wombats. A good side, good run by the Wombats, 60 points to 30. Good win for the grand final. The players in front of us shake hands. Luke Burgess back to his...
Big congratulations to Luke Burgess too, just as you mentioned him. So it's his first grand final that he's ever won. So he's had an illustrious playing career.
And kicked the
Dion French has kicked the goal too late. Well done, Dion. But yeah, big congratulations to Luke Burgess. Yeah, illustrious career here within Group 19. And has lost until today all 8 grand finals I think that he'd been in. So Luke, you finally got one, mate, so well done.
So let's have a look at the try scorers and then I'll get you to wrap up for me. Great job for this afternoon, Sam. Let's have a look at the Wombats. Jeffrey Prince, 3 tries. Brandon McGrady, Liam Close, Ashley Jarrett, Jay Gerard, David McGrady and Josh Boyd tries apiece. 7 goals to Mal McGrady, kicked pretty well. And the Inverell Hawks gallant in defeat this afternoon. 3 tries to Sam Perrin, 1 to Will Gerard, Caelan Patterson, Brendan Malakovic all scored tries, and 3 goals to Dion French. So full time, the Wombats proved superior, 60 points to 32. Scoreline at half time was 26-20, and to the Hawks, of course. Hawks lost Alex Hull at the 20-minute mark, set off for a headbutt. Warialda lost a player, sin bin, Steve Lemilliere, just prior to half-time, so he went for 10. And the Hawks lost Jovan Moore in the last 8 or 9 minutes also for a sin bin. So full-time score 60 to 32. Probably a fitting result when you think about it, Sam, but I tell you what, until the last 20, I thought it was still a chance for the opposition to get up.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a wonderful, wonderful display of rugby league. I think for the whole day today, and you and I said offline at the halfway mark. It was always going to be tough in the second half late for Inverell Hawks, but they got that try there right at the end, which goes to show they never gave up. Absolute all credit to Warialda though, an absolute class act. The boys are out there now. I think it's a weight off their shoulders. When you're down 10-0 early and you're probably a $1.20 favourite, so you're getting a bit worried. But they've done a wonderful job. Congratulations, of course, to the Warialda first grade side, but also to the committee. So Nathan Beale and all of his volunteers, they've done a wonderful job, and they put on a cracking day. And congratulations to Warialda. And what a great spectacle of football today was.
Sam, thank you for your support this afternoon. You've done a great job here, picking out a lot of the players that I must admit I didn't know, and your analysis of the game. And once again, go and enjoy with the Glen Magpies under-18s. You'll have a wonderful social trip home, and it's been a good day here at Warialda.
Thanks, Greg, and thanks for having me. And all the best. I'll see you next time.
The Scots Wards, touch judges Craig Raymond and Marcus Muggleton. Our player of the match today, he receives a trophy, and he also receives 2 tickets to any game that he wants to go to at Bulldogs corporate facilities at Accor Stadium. And today's player of the match goes to Warialda's captain, Dave McGrady.
Congratulations, mate. So I'll email you through the stuff from the Bulldogs, and they're giving you a jersey training to get signed down there. So congratulations.
First grade top try scorer goes to Jeffrey Prince.
Congratulations, mate. Well done. Top try scorer.
Which is our leading point scorer of the year, and that goes to Armidale's Mark Walker. Rookie of the year this year goes to Walker player Jim Boyd. Our best and fairest for the year goes to Jeffrey Prince and Dominic Dunn.
to say thanks to the boys. You know, it's a hell of a ride to get here. No one thought we would have made finals, but you know, proud of each and every one of them. You know, keep your heads high. And Warialda, unbelievable boys, undefeated all years. You deserve it.
Tui's Group 19, A grade 2024 premiers, Warialda Wombats.
Yeah, first of all, thanks to the Inverell lads there. Had a tough first half there for us, and yeah, it's a bit hard playing with 11 men there. So thank you to the boys at Inverell. Thanks to the fans that come out today, travel over from home. Thank you for coming over. Fans that have come from everywhere to watch Wombats. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the year. Thanks to the referees, Group 19. Also, last but not least, thanks to the Warialda boys. You know, a big year for us, and to go through undefeated, it's pretty special. So, thanks boys, and let's enjoy this, eh?